Hello, fellow Murdlers. Today is Saturday, August 24th, 2024, and it's a great day to solve a murder. Today we have deductive logico and the case of the body of the political dissident, and we have six 4x4 grids with suspects, motives, locations, and weapons. You can tell I'm a bit out of practice right now. Sorry for the absence this week. I was traveling and then I got sick and definitely had a less than ideal voice for walking through murder mysteries. Would have been a bit too spooky, I think. But anyway, I'm on the mend and excited to solve today's puzzle with y'all. So let's check out, we have our statements today, 4 statements, 1 for each of our suspects, and we know that 3 of these must be true and 1 of these must be a lie. Whomever is lying today will be our murderer, and that's how we'll solve today's case. All right, let's meet today's suspects. We have Earl Grey, Mayor Honey, Admiral Navy, and Baron Maroon. The weapons today are a silver bullet, a human femur, ivory night eater fangs, and a torch. And the locations today are the Screaming Forest, the Iron Palace Museum, the Violet Isles, and the People City. And finally, our motives today are to escape blackmail, to rage with jealousy, to hide an affair, and to silence a witness. All right, let's check out our clues and evidence. A weapon made at least in part of some poor elephant was brought by the person who wanted to escape blackmail. I'm going to assume, yeah, made of some poor elephant, the ivory night eater fangs. So let's go ahead and say let's do a quick double check. Although I can't imagine another weapon made of elephant. Yes, okay. So this weapon is associated with escaping blackmail. So we'll put that in there and cross this off. Let's see. Somebody wanted to silence a witness. Earl Grey wanted to silence a witness. Okay. So that will also mean that Earl Grey did not have the night eater fangs. So we can put that in. And we can put, this is silence a witness, right? Yep. So we've got Earl Grey wanting to silence a witness there. A human femur was not within the Screaming Forest. Okay. So we've got the human femur, and we'll say, let's see, is this the Screaming Forest? Yes. The human femur was not there. This fingerprint was found on the Violet Isles. Let's see whose that is. That looks like Baron Maroon. Yeah. Yeah, that's Baron Maroon. So Baron Maroon was on the Violet Isles. Okay. Admiral Navy wanted to hide an affair. Okay, we've got Admiral Navy and hiding an affair. That will also say that Admiral Navy did not have the fangs. And let's see. I think that's all we know for now. A metal detector gave a positive reading on Mayor Honey. Okay, so what do we have that's made of metal? I guess the silver bullet. And that's it. So that's got to be Mayor Honey's weapon. Is the silver bullet, and we have the motives for these two, and we also have the location. I don't know if there's much we can put in here. We do know that Mayor Honey was not on the Violet Isles, and we also know that Mayor Honey did not want to hide an affair, rage with jealousy. Did I put that in correctly? I did not put that in correctly. I put in let's go back a little bit. I put in rage with jealousy. I meant to hide an affair. Here we go. For Admiral Navy. Let me make sure I didn't goof anything else up there. Oh, I'm so nervous that I messed something up, but I don't see anything necessarily. So I think it's okay. So let me go back to what I was doing, do it correctly this time. Now that we know Mayor Honey's weapon, we can say Mayor Honey was not trying to hide an affair because that was what Admiral Navy was up to. And let's see. I think that's it for that. Although we can now see that Baron Maroon was the one with the ivory night eater fangs. And we know that those were intended to escape blackmail. Also at the Violet Isles. So we'll put those in here. So we have the full information here for Baron Maroon, and that's also going to give us Mayor Honey with the motive to rage with jealousy, which I previously erroneously crossed off there, so glad I caught that. We've got a lot of information, I feel like, for a Saturday. I'm hoping hoping I got it all correct. I'm still a little nervous. Let's see. Okay, this does look correct though in terms of our weapons and motives aligning here. And that looks correct for Mayor Honey. Okay. Hazel eyes were seen in the Iron Palace Museum. Okay, this will be great to give us at least one more location. So let's see, who has hazel eyes? Mayor Honey and Bear Maroon. But we already know where Bear Maroon was, so we'll put Mayor Honey at the Iron Palace Museum. Or wait, is this the Iron Palace Museum? Yes, okay. Okay, so now we have the full information for Mayor Honey. We'll put that in there as well. So that leaves the location for the human femur as the People's City, and the location for the torch as the Screaming Forest. And so we need to figure out, yeah, who had which one of those. Do we know anything about the motives for those weapons? It doesn't look like it. And let's go ahead and fill in a little bit in this grid just so we're keeping everything straight. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, so I'm going to hit save. And then let's just go ahead and dive into our statements, see what's going on here. Okay, so Earl Grey is saying that he was in the People's City, which is possible. Mayor Honey is saying he did not bring a human femur. We have the silver bullet, so this has to be true. Bear Maroon did not bring a torch. That also has to be true. Oh, this is an easy one. Admiral Navy did not bring ivory night eater fangs. That also has to be true. So we already know that these three are true. So that means that we know that Earl Grey is our murderer today. So let's work this out then. So we know this must be the lie. The reason is these three we've already found to be true. So Mayor Honey did not bring a human femur. Mayor Honey brought the silver bullet. Bear Maroon did not bring a torch. Bear Maroon brought the ivory night eater fangs. And Admiral Navy did not bring the ivory night eater fangs because Bear Maroon did. So those three are all true already based on what we've found. And so that means the only one that plausibly could be a lie is Earl Grey's statement that they were in the people, or that he was in the People's City. So we can say Earl Grey was not in the People's City, which means Earl Grey was in the Screaming Forest. And that will give us silencing a witness in the Screaming Forest with the torch. And so that puts the human femur with Admiral Navy in the People's City. So there's everything. There's the full solution here. We'll copy it over here in a moment. But for now, we've got Earl Grey with a torch in the Screaming Forest to silence a witness. So I'll go ahead and flip these over. But before we see if we were right, I'm just going to take an extra moment and fill out the rest of the grid here. Okay. There's everything all filled out, and again, we've got Earl Grey with the torch in the Screaming Forest to silence a witness. Let's go ahead and see if we were right. All right, we were right. Thanks so much for playing along with me today. I hope this was a helpful walkthrough, and we'll see you tomorrow. For real this time.